Hi, have you ever wondered what is it exactly you do behind the scenes on this online course creation business, this expert digital economy, content economy, knowledge broker, all the things that it's called? What is it you do? And that plagued me for a long time. So if that's something that's of interest to you, come along and I'll show you my three pillars. What are all the moving parts to it? Well, some days I feel like, oh, it's just mindset. That's all anybody's talking about is mindset. Other days I think, oh, it's just marketing. Everybody's talking about marketing and how to do ads. And I love the folks that created funnels. My goodness, that was brilliant. But what is it as we are looking at this business and we've maybe focused in one area and gotten that developed and we're doing okay, we're moving forward, or maybe you're just beginning in this business of taking what you know or know how to do to share it with others in an online format. Okay, so it is simple. If we just will break it down and take a look at three key pieces. And that way, maybe it'll help you not be so overwhelmed or confused or think you're inadequate in any way because maybe your mindset isn't right, you can't do it. And it can get a little fuzzy and a little confusing because there's a lot of people coming at us with, oh, you need to do this and oh, you need to do that. No, my secret. And these 10 things, these 5 things, these 3 things. So it's really quite simple. There are 3, I'm going to call them pillars, that we each need to develop to have an online content creation business. Again, whatever we call it. So what are those 3 pillars? Well, the first one is the person behind the business. Okay, that's pillar number 1. And that is where that mindset, that who you are, that's your doubts, the things, the way you're planning, the way you're learning, the kind of consumer you are, and where you're at with your skills and knowledge. I'm going to do a short video later today on thumbnails because I didn't, what's a thumbnail? It may have been intuitive to you, but not to me. And so what are the things that you need to learn for this business? And then the second piece is, of course, the business parts of the business. And that's going to have to do with the finances, the marketing and the sales, right? The filing, the bookkeeping, the legal things, the filing with your state and getting a domain name, all those sorts of pieces that go with the business piece. But there's a third pillar that is really important, and that is the design, the development, the delivery, and some would put in here packaging, if you will, packaging, and then how you evaluate your products. All right, so this is the content. So here would be your capacity and capability with teaching, training, coaching, mentoring, content design. I call that C3, which is customer-centered content. How do you do that? So these are the 3 pillars. As you're organizing your business or you're wanting to grow and expand your business, it's called scaling your business. If you take a little assessment of yourself, where you're at, and part of this here is mindset, how worthy you feel. That tripped me up for a very, very long time. And just to give you a little perspective, none of us are immune from that. I was a teaching professor for 12 years, and I've taught in other countries and had some pretty cool results. I've had some pretty cool failures as well. But when we strike out on our own, no matter who we are, no matter what we've done, that puts us on kind of like feeling of thin ice because we've lost some of our certainty. And oh, are people going to like us? Am I going to be good enough? And then having all the things we've got to learn about a new business, making a shift from perhaps a career, a job, just a different way of being, and we're starting something new. We all go through lots of emotional doubt, and there's some people that just like, I'm doing this thing. But most of us, we have starts and stops and self-doubts. And so mindset is important here, but also the skills that you need have you written out a skill list that you think you need for this business, and have you looked at where you're at? And then for the business parts, you have to know budgeting. You should have some concepts around keeping basic cash flow statements. You need to know your legal requirements. When you are self-employed, you're going to be paying quarterly taxes just because you're self-employed, and you know what FICA is. And then do you have any particular state reporting things, etc. So what are the business parts? What are your bookkeeping, your filing, whether you're doing that electronically or you've got some hard copy and regular old file cabinets? What is it that you're going to be doing here? And over here, when we talk about design, development, delivery, and all of this, how are you evaluating it? This is the teaching, training, coaching, mentoring, advising, and what you know about competent, that customer-centered content.